Good morning. Morizo here. I look forward to share good times with all of you again this year. Please allow me to first offer my sincere prayers for those who lost their lives in the massive Noto Peninsula earthquake and in the aircraft accident. And I would also like to express my deepest sympathies to everyone affected by those disasters. On New Year's Day, I watched the first sunrise of the year at Fuji Speedway and cheered the New Year Ekiden race. But our joy of becoming champion was cut short with the devastating earthquake, leaving us in depression. At the time of the Great East Japan earthquake 13 years ago, a person in the affected area said to me, "I hope that regions, companies, and others that have the means to will do their best to support Japan for the affected areas." Today, Japan has a reliable team of 5.5 million people who move cars at the front line. Together with those 5.5 million fellow colleagues, I, Morizo, will strive to bring smiles back to the faces of those in the disaster-affected area as soon as possible. Now is the time to move away from confrontations, divisions, disputes, and slander. It is time to help each other and say thank you to one another, exchanging smiles. I believe this is a time that requires us to display such maturity. The Tokyo Auto Salon is a festival where car lovers surround themselves with cars and be in smiles. The smiles born here will energize the 5.5 million in this industry. And I want that energized industry to then vitalize the whole nation. This is the hope I would like to deliver together with my New Year's greeting. Please let me share a video.
私には車を大切に乗り続ける友人がたくさんいます。みんな車が大好きです。車好きを誰一人置いていきたくない。みんなが協力をしてみんながそれぞれの得意分野でいいことをやれば大きなる未来が作れると思うので笑顔のための楽しい未来づくり皆さん参加してください。めっちゃ楽しい。楽しい？楽しい。大黒発印車好きの皆さん一緒に未来を作りましょう。車好きの皆さん
Car lovers, let's build the future together. Last year, these words kept me going. Because we're car lovers, we can build the future. And because we want to enjoy cars, we want to challenge various technologies. I, Morizo, seriously believe so. And that is why Morizo challenged 3 things in 2023. The first challenge was to get in touch with our future colleagues. As shown in the video, we created opportunities to interact with children, the leaders of our future society, to share the fun of cars with them. If they are to remember the sound, smell, and clouds of dust on their school grounds as fun memories, our efforts can be called a big success. And judging from the smiling faces of the children in the car, I do believe it was a success. This year, Morizo plans to continue to compete in races and rallies across Japan. I hope to be able to stop by at some of the elementary schools again when I'm nearby. While I won't be able to give baseball gloves to all of the elementary schools in Japan like the Major League Baseball star Shohei Ohtani, I hope to deliver some fun car memories at least. My second challenge was to connect with like-minded people across borders. As you saw in the video, car festivals were held in Taiwan, the Philippines, and Thailand. I myself joined the events held in the Philippines and in Thailand and was able to experience firsthand the people's passion and enthusiasm for cars. I felt that at the base of that passion is the expectation held toward the auto industry. That high expectation may be the very source of their overflowing passion. On the other hand, in Japan, instead of having expectations to our industry, I often hear people say things that make me think that they want to see this industry fall. The way to climb the carbon neutrality mountain depends on the country and region. However, shouldn't we all have enthusiasm towards cars as we take on the challenge? I discovered that there are many like-minded friends outside of Japan. In this new year as well, I want to continue my journey to search for those fellow car people. It's because the encounters with them gives Morizo the energy to continue on. Now, let's see how much time Morizo will spend in Japan this year. Going off the topic slightly, did you notice that the title of this gathering is different to our usual one? Today, it is not the GAZOO Racing press conference. It is the New Year's greeting from Morizo. Last year, I stepped down as president of Toyoda and also as chairman of the Japan Automobile Manufacturers Association. In other words, I am at last able to get back in being an ordinary old guy who simply loves cars. I've always been dreaming of this day. The Tokyo Auto Salon is a festival where car lovers get together and proudly show off their beloved cars. It has been my dream to participate in this festival as an ordinary car-loving old guy. That is why I have chosen to convey my greetings not as president nor chairman, but as Morizo. I also proudly have on display my 6 beloved vehicles as well: a Yamaha Vino, Suzuki Jimny, Lexus LBX, and a Century. Also, my big buddy, Corolla and Akio. I imagine that you all have been wondering about them, and I would love to talk about each of them here, but let me save that for the talk session that will come later. Now, getting back to our topic, my third challenge last year was to take action to protect our fellow colleagues for our future. With the belief that battery electric vehicles are not the only way to achieve carbon neutrality, we have been working on hydrogen engine initiatives since 3 years ago. Last year, we stepped up our endeavor to use liquid hydrogen and supplied it to vehicles we drove at Le Mans. Why so much focus and effort? It's because we can't build the future unless we do it together with our colleagues. Many among our 5.5 million fellow colleagues make engine parts. These are the people who support Japan and who have the skills to continue to make Japan stronger. We should never lose these people. However, I hear that these people in the engine business are recently experiencing difficulties in borrowing money from banks. This situation is unacceptable, and I wanted to do something. This is why I made a request to Toyota as Morizo. Engines can still play a significant role as a practical means to achieve carbon neutrality. So let's further hone our engine technology. And let's start a project to do just that. President Sato and other members of management empathized with my proposal. And a new project to promote engine development was launched at Toyota. You may think, engines in this age? It may sound like we're running against the times, but that is not true. This is a necessary step toward the future. To all those who have been making engines to date, let's continue making engines. Your contribution will continue to be needed. I will never let all your efforts to this day go to waste. Never. I hope that this message will reach and be heard by our colleagues nationwide. However, since Toyota is a large company, it may take some time until we see results. I ask that you stay patient but look forward to our next steps. Some people, like me, truly loves engines. For us, the sound and smell of engines are irresistible. Some people prefer battery EVs. And for some others, hybrids are their choice. Then there are the plug-in hybrids and also hydrogen. Frankly, whatever the powertrain is, it doesn't matter. But one thing is always true. Our enemy is carbon. With that in mind, there is a message I want to convey to all car lovers. The future is something for all of us to build together. I want to build the future together with all car lovers. Let's all build the future together. Thank you. Before I go, earlier, I said that the enthusiasm for cars in Asia, which I experienced in the Philippines and Thailand, was, honestly speaking, much stronger than what I feel in Japan. But I want Japan to rekindle the passion for cars. I want Japan to have high expectations toward the auto industry. That is why I asked the ladies who have been supporting our activities in Asia to deliver the fun of cars, come back to Tokyo Auto Salon again this year. They will be helping me out in the photo session after this. Now, let's call them in.